You are on bond for murder and you've now picked up an assault case. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 27th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance/unknown weapon call. The complaining witness stated she is part of the nursing staff and that the defendant has been asked to leave on multiple occasions and refuses to do so. The complaining witness stated that the defendant was attempting to get her grandfather to sign over power of attorney to her, but the staff would not allow this due to the grandfather being diagnosed with dementia. The complaining witness stated that the defendant used force on the complaining witness to get her to leave the grandfather's room. The complaining witness states that the defendant put her hands on the complaining witness's face and pushed it back. The defendant was positively identified by the complaining witness and her Texas ID number.
You say that there was any pain? She pushed in the face. This is an assault, right? There has to be some kind of injury or pain.
She did state that she felt pain in the dim summary.
Okay. Ms. Taylor, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. Now, you're saying there's a bond violation in this case?
Yes, Judge, it's in the.
Michael, have you seen this? And how did you already get appointed to this case?
Your Honor, I was appointed sometime very recently on this
How?
case. I received a text. I don't know what day it was, but I received
It
a
looks
text
like it
appointment.
was the 29th, which was Tuesday. But how was he appointed a lawyer?
I'm thinking when she was in the holdover.
No. How is she, I mean, I don't understand. Well, regardless, I guess I'm glad that you're appointed because right now she's got bond violations. She was
I
ordered by the
wasn't aware of
magistrate.
that, Judge.
I'm sorry?
I wasn't aware of a BVR in this case. I actually have a BVR, another BVR today before the court.
I know that, yeah, we got you. We'll deal with that one next, but you're on bond for murder. You were ordered by the magistrate to have a GPS monitor. You have violated those conditions. Unacceptable. I'm revoking your bond. She goes with you. No.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yeah.
Your Honor, she just was released because I met her in the holdover earlier this week, and she could not have been out of jail more than a day, two at the most. Would the court allow her to leave right now to get the device?
No. Did she not get the device?
There was a conflict, that's why the DVR was submitted, felony, so the magistrate ordered bond conditions, but the curfew times were not aligning with the felony condition.
So what? I mean, you still have to abide by the conditions. I mean, what did they say the conditions were?
I have the paper up right there.
I'm not asking you to say anything, Ms. Taylor. The only thing I want is I want my city protected. You're on bond for this serious case, and now you picked up an assault. I mean, you were ordered to have certain conditions. You must abide by these conditions.
And Your Honor,
She received conditions of bond on April 28th, 2025 that ordered a GPS device with a curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. On May 1st, she had an unapproved enter at 7:52 p.m. and then left again at 8:51 until basically 9 o'clock at night.
Yes, Judge, and on the felony conditions, I'm looking at them right now, their curfew is from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. So that's where it's conflicting, so the magistrate ordered from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and on felony, their curfew was 12 a.m. to 6 a.m.
I mean, she still has to follow conditions, right? There may be conflicting, but you abide by the conditions and then you come to court and you ask to, do something or maybe make them align, but you just don't do whatever you want to do and think, okay, nothing's going to happen. You're on bond for 2 serious cases.
Your Honor, if I may again,
Sure.
this is a brand new case.
You are Marvin Avila Diaz.
Yes, Marvin Aguilar Diaz. Yes, sir.
You are charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 26, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers met with the complaining witness who stated that the defendant and him are in a dating relationship. The complaining witness stated that they had just dropped friends off and started to argue about the vehicle they were driving. The argument became physical, and the defendant struck the complaining witness in the face with a closed fist multiple times, causing bleeding and pain. The officers observed the complaining witness to have dried blood on his face. Take a closer look here,
Mr.
Judge.
Avila Diaz, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. Any was alcohol or anything a factor? I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of weapons. Mr. Avila, I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, it's very possible they put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with, and then you get shipped to immigration. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get no more warnings.
No,
Mr.
no.
Avila, I'm going to protect my city at all costs, and if that means putting you in jail, I will do it in a moment's notice.
Judge, the law enforcement officer observes the defendant to be in the vehicle, but to be in the front right passenger side.
Pero estaba en el lado del
It
pasajero.
does not indicate
Y
that
no
alcohol is a
indica
factor.
que había alcohol como un factor en esto. Nadie estaba
There is a protective order that has been issued in this case.
una orden de protección.
Get to know it. If you do something to violate this protective order, the state can and will probably file a violation of protective order against you. And that is one of the worst cases that you can make up.
Otro codazo feo que puedes agarrar. Entonces no hablas con él.
Are you working at this time?
¿Estás trabajando en este momento? No, sir.
Are you in school full
¿Estás
time?
estudiando? Ya terminé. I completed it.
It's time for you to do something. You need to either work full time or you need to be in school full time, but doing nothing, it's not going to work. That is also a condition of law. I will appoint you a lawyer today, but I'm going to bring you back in several weeks to see what you have done to get a full-time job. If it's nothing,
Voy a averiguar qué estás haciendo para conseguir.
do you understand?
¿Entendió? Contéstela al juez.
I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. After that, I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box while we create your bond conditions.
Siempre vas a ¿Qué voy a decir?
Mr. J.A.s Ovidio, you are charged with tampering with a government record. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 26,
El 26 de abril
2024,
2024,
a law enforcement
un
officer
oficial
was on
policial
patrol
estaba
in Harris County,
patrullando
Texas,
aquí en el condado de
when he
Harris,
observed
cuando
a
él
motor
observó
vehicle
un
going 82 miles per hour
vehículo
in a
que iba a
65 mile
millas
per hour
hora
zone.
en una zona de
A
65
traffic stop was
millas.
conducted.
Pararon
The
el
law enforcement
vehículo,
officer
el
ran the
oficial
plates
por,
and came
miró
back
las
with no
placas
records.
y la placa vino
The
unos
defendant
récords.
stated he did not
Entonces
speak
el
English.
acusado dijo que no hablaba inglés.
The law enforcement
Y el
officer
oficial
discovered a
policial
case report was made
descubrieron
on
que
March
había un
27,
reporte el 27 de
2025,
marzo de
with the
2025
same vehicle
con
in
el
question
mismo vehículo
displaying a paper
que
plate,
tenía una placa
but
de
with the
papel,
matching VIN number of the
pero
vehicle,
que correspondía al
with no
número del
record shown on the
vehículo,
vehicle.
pero no tenía ningún récord tampoco.
A Spanish-speaking law
Un
enforcement
oficial
officer
que
was
hablaba
informed
español
by the defendant that the defendant purchased
le
the
dijo
car
al
3 days
acusado,
ago
y el
on
acusado le
Facebook
dijo que lo compró
Marketplace
hace 3 días
and
en
was
Facebook
given that
Marketplace
paper
y
dealer temporary
le
tag.
dieron ese
The
placa de
defendant
papel.
was questioned
Y
about the
le
March
hicieron
27th incident,
Una pregunta
to
sobre
which
el
the
27 de
defendant
marzo
admitted
que
he was
usted
in
admitió
possession
que
of the
estabas en
vehicle during that
posesión
incident as well.
del vehículo durante
The
ese tiempo
defendant
también.
then admitted
Y
to
después
operating a motor
admitiste que
vehicle
estabas
with a
manejando
fake
ese
temporary tag on the
vehículo
vehicle.
con una placa
The
falsa.
defendant further
Y
informed the
después
law
el
enforcement
acusado
officer
dijo
that
al
he
policía
purchased
que
the
él
plates
compró las
off
placas
Facebook
en
Marketplace
Facebook
and met up
y
with a guy
se
3 days
encontró con
prior
un
to the
tipo hace
incident
3
in
días
a Walmart parking
en
lot
un
to receive the fake
estacionamiento de
plates.
Walmart para
The
comprar las
defendant was
placas.
positively identified by his
Identificado
citizenship card from Peru and
y que tienes
Venezuela.
un carnet de Perú y de Venezuela.
License. Mr. J.A.s Ovidio, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, you are not allowed to drive, and that is a condition of your bond.
Eso es parte de
If
la
I find that you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail, immigration finds you because they sweep it hourly. They will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over with, and then you get shipped off to immigration. Do you understand?
para inmigración, ¿entendió? Conteste.
Judge, there's no driver's license information populating for the.
This is an affidavit. This is a promise you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive.
Estás diciendo que vas a
I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care what your justification is. If you drive, it's really not going to go well for you.
no te va a ir bien.
Do you understand?
¿Entendió?
Okay.
Sí, señor.
We're gonna have you come up here, swear to us that you're not gonna
Firmar
drive.
ese documento
After
jurando
that,
que
I'll
no
have you
vas a
take a seat in
firmar.
the jury box or
Y después
all
vas a
conditions
tomar un
ready.
asiento
Have you sign it.
y vas a firmar los dos.